Hi everyone, in this video we are going to deep dive into the stars for the monkey in 2024. Promotion luck is in the offing, but no nobleman support means gotta do it ourselves. If we're up to it, let's talk about it in just a minute, okay? But first, thank you for watching. My name is Pauline Cheng. I'm a Bazi and Feng Shui practitioner, and I use Chinese metaphysics to empower, not to disempower. And since the monkey is all about being proactive and taking independent action in 2024, let's start taking action by subscribing to my channel and smashing that notification bell, okay? Don't forget to like the video too, okay? Thank you for that. So, let's talk about the monkey. Okay, 2023 was a year of new directions for the monkey. There were opportunities to explore and expand into unfamiliar territory. There were challenges, but I hope that most monkeys found them surmountable. Granted, not a whole lot of stars in 2024, but in this case, sometimes really less is more. Okay, so having grown, contributed and proven your worth in 2023, there might come opportunities to be a part of even larger projects and collaboration. That's the effect of the three harmony. Three harmony is very powerful. It connects our charts to the external environment. It connects me to the external environment. So for 1 year, I am energetically linked to the external world. With this, I can better understand what my market wants and able to deliver exactly what the market needs. So even more so, if you have the rat in your natal chart or in your luck pillar, if that is the case, you better be doing something in 2024. Could be a new product, a new subscription model, something, okay? So for career professionals, this three harmony can also give you access to powerful noble people. Yes, even though there are no nobleman stars in 2024, mentors, decision makers, industry leaders, somehow it's easier for them to notice you in 2024. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's use an example. Let's say I work for an MNC, multinational corporation. Let's say one day I happen to meet the company president or chairman in the elevator, right? And I have only 30 seconds to say something. What am I going to say? Have you had lunch yet, sir? So same for the business owner, right? Apart from launching something, you could also prepare your pitch, know what's going on in your industry. Suppose you were to meet some such and such person in an elevator one day, okay? What are you going to say? Congratulations on your latest project, but I can't help but notice you have not filled the role for this part yet. I happen to be a specialist in whatever. Now I have some ideas to share, something like that, right? Not boy, okay? So what's the worst that could happen? They could say no. No big deal, at least you tried, right? So next comes the 3 stages. This is a career start, pure and simple. It's literally 步步高升. Translation, climbing the corporate ladder, increasing in your ranking. Good reputation, promotion luck. Traditionally, it's used for career professionals as it represents moving up the bureaucracy. For business owners, this can represent increasing the value of your brand. How to increase? By collaborating or getting into bigger projects with other visible players. Now, these 2 stars can be interchangeable. Okay, you might get in on a big project that leads to a promotion, or you could get promoted, which then gives you access to the bigger projects. But seems like 3 is the magic number for monkey in 2024, right? 3 harmony, 3 stages. Now this part I don't know, okay? Go ask the numerologists, okay? I never studied numerology. It was just a joke. So what could make the year unpleasant? These 2 bunches, okay? Legal matters, people matters. Let's start with the legal matters. Both the officer charm and year charm signify legal issues. All of us, regardless of business owners or career professionals, need to sign off on documents in our daily work. These 2 are saying, read before you sign. These are hassles caused by documentation. Maybe a form filled wrongly, missing important documents. You get my drift. Okay? Flying charm is about fines. These are penalties taxes, speeding or parking tickets, court summonses. With this in the chart, be extra careful when you are filing your tax returns. Okay, keep your documentations in pristine order. Make sure you pay your permits or speeding tickets and taxes on time. So these legal stars require our meticulous attention because apparently the monkey is mighty distracted with bigger things in 2024. The next bunch, people matters. You're climbing the corporate ladder. Of course, you may incite envy, jealousy, haters. That's the back poking. People talking about you behind your back, poke, right? That person, I tell you, like that lah. Okay, gossip, slander, rumor mongers, back poking. Okay, Earthsha represents obstacles at work. Basically, passive aggression, lack of cooperation. If you have the monkey in the hour, maybe even insubordination. This relentless daily assault from people matters can be very draining. So comes the 5 ghosts. You feel suspicion, you feel fear, you know, like yi san yi guai, okay? Basically, you feel like you are not secure in your position yet. So you are extra jumpy, anxious, stressed, right? Ironically, the answer to this bunch lies in the other group of the negative stars, documentation. When staff or colleagues are being uncooperative in a corporate setting, the only thing you can do is make sure that everything is written in black and white. Had a discussion with someone, follow up with an email. Need someone to do something, create an email trail, send an email. No verbal instructions, everything in black and white. Also, if you are in running a business, maybe you might want to consider your to protect yourself from a legal point of view. Okay, so we cool with that, right? Because it would be such a waste to allow these to stop you from growing your career when there is a clear opportunity. Yes, it can be lonely. You might lose your lunch buddies, but if they cannot be happy for you when your career grows, are they even friends to begin with? So what are we building towards for 2025? To have more options. Options are always good. More room to grow, more avenues to explore. Basically in 2025, one of the stars coming to the monkey is the 5 prosperity. Okay? That's motivation for the following year. Now, what or how to trigger these positive stars? For that, join myself, Charmaine, and Jonas for our annual Hack My 2024 this coming December. Details are in the video description. Okay, so monkey in the year pillar. You remember the elevator pitch? Start working on it. The year pillar represents our industry, market, social and professional networks, acquaintances, social media, etc. There are collaboration opportunities in this area of your life. Your job is to be proactive about seeking out these opportunities, right? Sometimes people will send me feedback like, oh, I never experienced all of this. But the question will always be, not victim blaming, but did you go out and seek for it? Because we need to be proactive in this, okay? So these could be actual projects or even chances to get featured on someone else's platform, right? So for example, chances to be interviewed by a popular podcast, maybe chances to write an article for a popular website, something like that. So if nothing else, at least improve your selfie skills, okay? So when you meet influential people, ta-da, right? So where social media is concerned, there are some risk of drawing the attention of trolls, haters, and cyberbullying, right? But the impact may not be so big unless you are a celebrity like Will Smith, for example. Ironically, being controversial can sometimes enhance a person's reputation or at the minimum visibility. We've all seen that happen time and time again, where the person's career literally took off because he or she were infamous instead of merely famous. Because in period 9, indifference is worse than hate. Okay, but hey, listen, you've always heard us say that these stars, right, these stars make up just 25% of your Bazi chart. 25% divided by 5, there's this 4 luck pillars and 1 luck pillar, means that the stars in one pillar just represents 5%. So do yourself a favor, don't make this 5% your entire year. At least check out your other pillars as well. Okay, so promotion luck is the strongest when the monkey is in the month, because this is literally the career and business pillar. So again, there are opportunities for collaboration that could lead to increasing the value of your brand. As your star ascends, of course, you might attract the envy of others. In this case, the highest chance would come from your competitors. This is nothing new. Even in 2023, you face the robbery Shah, where people are trying to steal your leads, ideas, copy your methods, etc. The answer for this is to keep innovating. People can steal ideas. What they cannot steal is your execution. Also, look for opportunities to network with the bosses. I will admit, this set of stars can be quite hellish if you are in the middle management position. Pressure from the top, resistance from the peers, no support. So when you get in on the big projects, you need to ensure that you are able to contribute independently, which means that I don't rely on anyone else to complete my part of the project. But if you really need someone to brainstorm with, hey, I'm available. Okay, I will have no axe to grind where your career is concerned. So if you're interested, scan here. Okay, so now if the monkey governs your day pillar, collaboration opportunities here may not be professional in nature. Means that they might not necessarily be directly connected with your work. Instead, they could be personal projects, passion projects that you are crazy about, because the day pillar governs our personhood, our physical well-being, right? It used to just govern our spouse, but today, especially in period 9, the day pillar is increasingly becoming the personal pillar. A great example of this would be to do volunteer work or charitable projects. On the one hand, contributing to society, and on the other, we increase our personal value as well. So the easy way out, of course, is just to donate money. You can still do that. But taking this one step further, when we donate our time and talents, you may find access to network with other sponsors of the charitable organization. So while you're doing good, you're also benefiting, win-win. Okay, so but in this case, be extra careful with your personal documentation like tax, insurance, banking, right? All that is a must. Make sure you pay all your statutory payments on time. Income tax, road tax, driving licenses, all right? And no speeding on the road, okay? No, because the likelihood of getting fined is higher. Okay, monkey in the hour is interesting. This pillar represents a whole bunch of stuff: your ideas, aspirations, mindset, thinking pattern, investments, children, and stuff. Let's go with staff first. Someone is being sulky. Someone in your staff, not you. All right? Someone in your group is being sulky because someone thinks they are ready for a promotion. Right? Your job is to assess and see if they can be promoted, if they are ready. Otherwise, the risk of insubordination is pretty high here. In terms of mindset, your own fear of what people will say may stop you going for the bigger opportunities. Find a way to negate that self-talk. Children, help your children create opportunities where their talents can shine. Maybe your son is a talented baker. Maybe your daughter is a killer at karate. I don't know. Find platforms where their talent can be recognized. And lastly, for investments, if you network with the right circles, there may be chances for equity share where you can invest in someone else's projects. Again, here, please, just because there's a chance doesn't mean that you won't lose money. So I must remind you to do your due diligence. If you don't know how, don't do it. Learn it first. Right? If you can't afford to take any financial hits or losses, don't do it. It's just saying that there is an opportunity. Okay, so that's it for the monkey. Hope you've enjoyed this content, found it very useful, hopefully. Okay, but if you want more, what can we do together? Well, we could either have a conversation together, brainstorm your chart together. Booking link is in the video description along with the links to my socials if you are interested. Alternatively, join myself, Charmaine and Jonath in our annual hackathon, Hack My 2024, where we will be sharing a ton of information by pulling together 八字, Qi and Feng Shui. Sign up link is in the video description, so do check it out. Hope to see you in our event. But since the monkey is in collaboration mode, okay, collaborate with the snake if you need an influencer, because the snake has visibility in 2024. Of course, you're connected to the boss of the year, the dragon. Apart from the Grand Duke, the dragon also has the golden carriage. So we go be their best friend, and whatever opportunities that they don't want, we take over, okay? And the rat is the tactician of 2024. If you need a specific skill set, rat is the one to go to. So finally, until I see you in the next video, here's me wishing all the monkeys out there, Bo Bo Go Sing in 2024. See you next time.